am a hip hop head. That means I dress like a 14-year-old, look like a 14-year-old, and my use of vocabulary is very questionable. Plus, I'm a scouser, so that doesn't help. My hip hop knowledge begun when I was 5, when I was somehow bought 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying on CD, and has grown ever since. I've always been attracted to the pure lyricists such as Inspector Deck, MF Doom, may he rest in peace, and Aesop Rock, to name a few. These Shakespearean-like thespians inspire me every day. My name's Paddy Stanton, and today we're going to look at the complete opposite of inspiration. Here is the top 11 worst hip-hop lyrics of all time. Number 11. Royce da 5'9", Tricked. From day one at the hospital, they target our children, say they're going to immunise them, somehow they get autism. It's with a heavy heart that I have to include one of my favourite lyricists of all time in Royce da 5'9". While the skill involved isn't terrible, the substance and meaning behind the lyrics are. There is an epidemic, not quite COVID levels, going on in hip hop at the moment in the spread of stupidity. There's a genuine belief that vaccinating your child will give them serious diseases. Look, I'm no scientist, but this conspiracy makes flat earthers seem like Einstein. Some of my other favourite artists such as Nas, Freddie Gibbs and Big Sean are also included in this illustrious list of anti-vaxxers. Royce, I love you, but you are overreaching. Number 10. Bizarre on Fight Music by D12. You know why my hands are so numb? 'Cause my grandmother sucked my dick and I didn't come. Another shady record affiliate makes the list as the shower cap wearing Bizarre spits one of many horrendous bars on this verse. I loved D12 and they're probably one of the many reasons my hip hop fandom grew so much as a child. They were shock and awe for the 2000s, but Bizarre stuck out as the sore part of the thumb and nothing he ever spit produced any awe. My dad will never forgive Bizarre as he walked in on me once listening to the words, "I'll take your drawers down and rape you." Number 9. J. Cole, Dollar and the Dream 3. I wish a N-word would. Boy, you can't outsmart me. I let you feel like you the shit, but boy, you can't outfart me. Rappers like to talk about shit. A lot. And while I'm a fan of the art of the dump, I don't want to hear it in my raps, especially from such a talented lyricist in J. Cole. Some of the songs in this list will be genuinely good songs and some won't. The Dollar and a Dream series from Cole is one of his most thought-provoking to date, so it remains a mystery as to why he chose to include such a constipated lyric. Ah well, at least it didn't have as much backlash as the song Working Out on the same album. Just listen to Let Nas Down and you'll know what I mean. Number 8. Designer, Panda. Fuck, we gon' kill the bank, get it. I got broad, yeah I get it. I get cards, yeah I shitted. I wasn't lying when I said rappers like to talk about shit a lot. Never in my 20 odd years of listening to hip hop did I ever think a rapper could convey getting girls, money and shitting his money out in such a poetic manner. I still wait for that day. Kanye seemed to be a fan of the shit show though, as he signed Designer to Good Music in 2016 following the success of the song. He was wished luck in his future endeavours in 2019. Google defines one hit wonder as a group or singer that has only one hit record. Instead, I think they should just plaster a picture of Designer across the webpage. Number 7. Hobson, Happy Ending. Then she said, "You want the hand, sucky fucky? Tell me right now cause I need to know." I said, "I'll have 3 of those." Then I thought, ooh, she a little freaky hoe. Next on the list is one of the most racially insensitive songs you'll ever come across. Hobson tries to lay his immaculate storytelling down by painting a picture of Asian massages and handjobs. The chorus of the song is from the viewpoint of an Asian masseuse pleading with Hobson to hand over $50 so she can do her business. As well as the song having absurdly racist undertones, the auto-tuned voice and strange flow from Hobson was all over the place as well. 16-year-old me might have found this hilarious and edgy, but I, like most Hobson fans I'm sure, get older and realise what the word immaturity actually means. I find great irony in the fact the name of the album that this song is from is called No Shame. Seriously, Hobson? No shame at all. Number 6. Jay-Z, Glory. You're a child of destiny. You're the child of my destiny. You're my child with the child from Destiny's Child. Another one of the greats, just like Bizarre, makes the list in this stomach-churning moment from Hove. Anyone that knows me knows that although I respect Jay-Z's impact and influence on the culture, he's not one of my favourites of all time. And moments like this emphasise why. Jay-Z brings a lot of confidence and braggadocio to rap, to the point where sometimes the ego can be too big for me. I always thought he needed a bit more introspection in his bars and connect with me on another level emotionally. Well, he tried here, and he failed miserably. Like, come on, Jay, you were once affiliated with R. Kelly. You can't be using the word child in a sentence this much. Let's just pray to God he is talking about Beyonce though, and not Kelly Rowland. That's only a slight knock though, as you approve his maturity and evolution with the fantastic 444, where no underage related lyrics were present. Number 5. 2 Chainz, Birthday Song. She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. The rise of trap can be looked at in different ways. You can take the disgruntled old head that thinks mumble rappers should be banned from existence, and then there's the younger generation who think that if an 808 isn't present in the beat, then it's lyrical miracle boom bap trash. I like to keep an open mind at all possibilities, but then I hear a lyric like this that makes me question my sanity. Metaphors, similes, punchlines being in the pocket, all technicalities that make me love hip hop so much. 2 Chainz delivers absolutely none of this here, and instead delivers one of the most simple, emotionless, mind-numbing, skin-crawling lyrics of all time. Look, I'm not asking him to give us the circumference or diameter of the booty in a math equation, but just a little bit more effort would have helped. This is one of the most memed on lyrics of all time, and it's not hard to see why. I wonder what Big Booty is up to these days. Number 4. Gooda Gooda on Bedrock by Young Money. I like the way you walkin' if you walk in my way. I'm that Red Bull, now let's fly away. Let's buy a place with all kind of space. I'll let you be the judge, and I'm the case. I'm Gooda Gooda, I put her under. I see me with her, no Stevie Wonder. She don't ever wonder, cause she knows she bad. And I got her geezer grocery bag. Just as a disclaimer, whenever the N-word comes up on our videos, we will be replacing it with the word geezer from now on, as I am as white as sheet and Lewis is the palest brown kid known to man. Who remembers this one then? You couldn't escape this song in the early 2000s due to the appearances of Drake, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj and Tyga to name a few, and really set the tone for what would be a decade of dominance for some of these artists. Can't forget the production from Kanye. And then lodged in between there somewhere was this monstrosity of a verse from Gooda Gooda. I opted to include the entire verse because I genuinely couldn't pick which was the worst lyric here. By the second bar you were already facepalming with the thought of him being a can of Red Bull, and I hope Stevie Wonder receives some kind of royalties for the worst reference ever made in a song. Just the most basic, uncreative, confusing punchline you'll ever hear. I think the only winner here was good old nepotism, as I believe Gooda Gooda and Lil Wayne are long-time close friends, which explains a lot. Number 3. ASAP Ant on Bath Salt by ASAP Mob and Flatbush Zombies. I'm a demon triple beaming, painting pictures, raping Mona Lisa, blood sheets, creeping for the panties, with the collar Dannies, killing bitches, sniffing panties. Probably the biggest head scratcher on the list as listeners try and wrap their head around this nonsensical verbiage. The lyrics are bad enough with this one, but the actual delivery of his flow and diction needs locking up and the key to be thrown away as soon as possible. It sure sounds like he wants to be a dog rather than an ant, which I get. I'm all for evolution and wanting to progress up the food chain, but I don't think consuming all the stimulating powder New York has to offer is going to get you there any quicker. Just some good rough words will get you there though. Just ask Designer and J. Cole, they know all about that. Don't let these lyrics put you off though, as the rest of the song is a classic posse cut, which I highly recommend. And please, for the love of God, do not leave your boxes and socks laying around on ASAP Ant is about. Number 2. Juicy J on Dark Horse by Katy Perry featuring Juicy J. She eats your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. Be careful, try not to lead her on. Shorty's heart is on steroids, cause her love is strong. This takes the cake for the cringiest lyric on the list. A near impossible decision to make, I know. I would much rather have the side effects of steroids and have to listen to this verse again. A bald head, shrunken balls, and loss of fertility pales in comparison to suffering through this torture again. I respect Juicy J and the impact he's had on the southern scene of hip hop in the US. 3 6 Mafia are absolute legends. As a fan of horrorcore hip hop, it doesn't get much better than Mystic Styles. The dark, atmospheric, eerie vibe they created on that record is still influential to this day. So why Juicy would write a verse that makes Katy Perry look like the second coming of Hemingway, I'll never know. To me, this lyric defines the phrase selling out. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'd make a song with Little Mix right now if it meant making a few million. I mean, Kendrick made a song with Taylor Swift, for fuck's sake. But does the verse have to be the most simplistic, uninspired way of doing it as possible? I'm sure the Karens around the world would appreciate a little bit of creativity. You should go back to making songs for wrestlers. Mark Henry is the world's strongest man and didn't even need any steroids to do it. Take a leaf out of his book, Juicy. Number 1. Lil Pump, Gucci Gang. My lean costs more than your rent, ooh. Your mama still live in a tent. Here we go. At number 1, we have the song that swept the world by storm. It broke down barriers, was a cure for cancer, and gave us world peace. Legends of the game such as Rakim, Q-Tip, and Andre 3000 all paid homage to the intellect and inventiveness this kid produced on wax. He's presented accolade after accolade, and it's a shame he was never given the Pulitzer Prize for the pure artistry he produced on the song. And then I snapped out of the irony and realised that internet meme music had become its own genre. Like I've said throughout this video, no one can ever tell you what you can and can't like. As we know, music is subjective at the end of the day, but objectively I can say this is bad, and ASAP Ants will come sniffing through your drawers if you actually like it. Maybe not as much as an internet meme / troll musician as Tekeshi's 6ix9ine. The Lil Pump, or should I say Lil Pimp, wave during 2017 and 2018 was global, and it was hard to determine those who actually enjoyed the music or those who were intentionally dumbing down their music taste to ride the trend of memes and sarcasm. Lil Pimp's artistry, along with many of his contemporaries in the SoundCloud scene, are based on cosmetics and aesthetics rather than skill and substance. Tattoos, piercings, and coloured hair play an integral part into catching on. It's an attempt of infusing punk into hip hop, which I can't knock, because on the surface it's a cool idea. But when many of these types of artists struggle to hold a sentence together, let alone produce anything original, it makes me embarrassed to be a hip hop fan in all honesty. This is hip hop. Words are an integral part in expressing emotion to the listener. With the 52 mentions of Gucci Gang across the song, I think this should be considered in the next crop of enhanced interrogation techniques used by the CIA. Give me waterboarding over listening to this song on repeat any day of the week. If you actually enjoyed this song when it came out and weren't in on the joke, then fair play to you. I just won't be giving you my aux cable at a party. I'll just go back to playing My Fault by Eminem and getting told to turn that shite off in true old head fashion. Thanks for joining me on the journey. If you can think of any worse lyrics, then pop them down in the comments below. More content like this to follow in the future, so subscribe to Geese Nation, and don't forget to follow our podcast on Spotify. That's why they're a quality podcast. I'm Paddy Stanton, and peace out, geezers.